My name is Austin Marks and welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm currently a respiratory therapist, and on my channel I mainly talk about respiratory therapy. However, I do have a few other random videos out there, so if you want to check those out, you want to see all my other videos, make sure you like and subscribe. Anyway, in today's video, I'm basically going to be talking about if respiratory therapists hate nurses. So, do respiratory therapists and nurses hate each other? Not really. So that's just a myth, I would say. There are some nurses that I don't like, and there are some nurses that don't like me. There are also nurses that don't like other nurses. There's also respiratory therapists who don't like other respiratory therapists. It goes on and on. It's not about your career or anything like that. Essentially, it's you as a person. So I think one thing that a lot of even respiratory therapists kind of do is I would say they eat their young. So nurses do this. If nurses see a new respiratory therapist, they will not be. Generally, they're not afraid to basically call them out, I would say. So I've had nurses do this to some of my new respiratory therapists. They would say like, "Hey, why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? What's that for?" Like they basically just ask a bunch of questions to see if they know the answer to. Even though a lot of these new respiratory therapists know what they're doing, they kind of get basically stuck up. So therefore, I have to get involved and kind of say like, hey, you need to knock it off. Like this person knows what they're doing. They're competent. If they have any questions, they know to contact me or another respiratory therapist, because that's just what you do. If you don't know what you're doing, you go ahead and contact someone else. So going back to the main thing is, do respiratory therapists hate nurses? No, we get along very well. You need to collaborate with all your nurses. I love all the nurses that I work with. When I said I don't like any or whatever, that was kind of just saying that some respiratory therapists don't like some nurses, but I enjoy all the nurses that I work with. I think they're all fabulous. I think they do a fantastic job. And as a respiratory therapist, you want to get to know your nurses. You want to get on their good side. Otherwise, you're going to make them do the crappy work. They're going to make you do the crappy work. Your patient's not going to get the best care. You want to have a good base with your nurses. That way, when things happen, when things get a little crazy, a little hectic, you work together as a team, because that's essentially what everyone needs to do in the healthcare system, is work as a team. Because if you're bickering back and forth because, oh, he said that, or she said that, or she did this, or whatever, it's not going to go smoothly all the time, or 80% of the time it's not going to go smoothly. So make sure that if you do have one bad interaction with a nurse or another respiratory therapist, you come together, you apologize, whatever, and get back at it. Because essentially the patients are first, and we have to do everything we can to make sure that they get healed, they get out of there, and they can continue living their lives. I hope this basically cleared up that myth as to if respiratory therapists hate nurses. Well, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.